Welcome to another episode of CarpFishing.Tips. This week we're still in the blank. I think this is week 5. Talk about being in the blank for way too long. We tried a couple of more tricks this week. Subscribe and follow us on social media, please. We went to 50 Rand Dam again. We were out there early in the morning again, trying to be the early bird that catches the worm that'll catch the fish. Brought some ticks, brought some corned beef, bully beef, see if that would help. We brought some pellets as well. They're chicken feed mesh pellets that have worked for us before and attracted some fish. So we thought we'd try and bait up an area, see if we could get the fish to actually come towards us. We threw them probably out about 10-15 meters. So we made up our ground bait. We also have the boilies we made using catfishandcarp.com's recipe store. They went all moldy the week after this, but yeah, here they were still okay. And yeah, this is just us making our ground bait as per usual. We tried again with bottom baits and pop-up baits, but we still weren't able to get the fish to even remotely look at the bait, never mind actually take it. I still believe it's the weather that's the problem, that it's just too cold, the water's just not warm enough. Yeah, the weather's just been, it hasn't been badly cold, but it's been cold enough and pretty cold for South Africa. And the fish just don't seem to have any action in them at all. They're just lazy and they just don't go anywhere. They seem to be, what do they call it? They seem to be lost in the dams. You just can't see them, you don't see any clouds, you don't see anything. The whole day that we were there, we didn't pick up any catches from anyone around us or next to us or anything like that. As you can see, there weren't that many people at the dam. By the time we left, there were quite a few, but at this time of the morning there weren't that many. It was a Saturday morning, I believe. So here we're putting some almond, we're putting some salmon on it. This is the rod with the pop-ups on it. They're obviously weighed down about halfway down the hook link with a split shot. It's not too far out. That's more or less where I baited up with the pellets. It's probably about 30 meters away, maybe even 20. Yeah, so it's been really tough fishing. There hasn't been much going on. The dams are pretty quiet these days. In terms of the fishing activity, there's a lot of people coming to the dams to have a day in the sun, get out of the house, get some vitamin D, possibly just not not be around each other in such a stuffy space, I suppose, with lockdowns and social distancing and all the rest of it. Yeah, it's been a weird time in the world, eh? And here we put on some boilies that we made. So they're the catfish and carp recipe. It's just wheat bix, jelly and sweet corn. Oh, and eggs, obviously, and 1 egg or 2 eggs, I can't remember. We did post the video of us actually making them, so you're more than welcome to go and check it out in our homemade list, or make it home list, one of the two. Playlist, can't remember which one of the two it's called. and we put some devil's fork on it and some chop I think. No? What are we putting on it? Oh, bun spice. I went with all the hectic flavors, trying to get the fish to get attracted to something. But yeah, these fish are they just don't want to know anything. They really are. The fishing has been so tough, I just don't know. Just can't understand what's been going on and why the fishing is so tough. You know, where are the fish? What have the fish been doing? And that's TCP. Jeez, I really went all out on this one. TCP and bun spice. Then I just put some bowl dip on the boilie itself. A little bit of water to clean off the hands. And send that out on its way. So the ground bait and corned beef wasn't too bad. What was interesting about it, and as some of you might know, is adding oil to ground bait makes the ripples on the water disappear for a little, so you can actually see where the ground bait went to. You won't see it that well in this video as it was too far out. But yeah, so if you're ever at ripply water like this and you want to try and get a bit of a clear spot, you can put some vegetable oil in the ground bait. You don't need much, like not even a cap of the vegetable oil. Vegetable oil caps are normally very thin, so literally just a drop or two, and you'll create a slight slick, so that you can see where the ground bait landed, and then you could probably put what do they call it? Bait. You can bait up the spot a little bit easier. It does obviously disappear very quickly, but at least it gives you about a 30-second, 60-second gap where you can see where you put the ground bait, and then you can follow it up with some more bait if that's what you want to do. I was ready, man. I was so ready, and I was so sure I was going to catch something. I was like, damn it, I'm here, it's bright, it's early, the weather's only going to get warmer, you know, I'm going to bait up the spot, I'm going to put in the pellets that I know have gotten me fish before, I've got this, it's going to happen. I don't know what else I was thinking, and for goodness, it just didn't work. I don't even know if I fed the fish. I don't even think the fish came to look at the ground bait. That's how tragic it was. Literally, I don't even think the fish came and looked at the ground bait, which really boggled my mind. And it's weird because every year this time, it's always the same. You battle so hard to get a fish. It's really hard fishing, really hard. And it's disappointing. It's disappointing and disheartening. Oh, and we've got a pathfinder, so we were out 30 meters and 38 meters, and there the ticks still didn't help us. But yeah, so guys, that's our fishing for this week. Have a great day. Hope you're all keeping well, and till next time, guys. Tight lines.